Uh-oh. Colombia has eliminated the requirement of PCR tests for travelers entering Colombia. How about that? Colombian authorities announced this Wednesday that just passed, October 4, that they will no longer require a PCR test for COVID-19 from travelers who wish to enter the country by air, as they had stipulated last month when international flights were resumed. The director in charge of the epidemiology, I hope I said it right, and demography of the Ministry of Health, Julian Fernandez Niño, said this: the pre-flight requirements are not to present fever or respiratory symptoms associated with COVID-19. Similarly, passengers who have not previously filled out the CheckMig application will be prevented from boarding. So, as long as you got the app on your phone and you don't have a fever and you're not coughing all over the place, you're good to go to Colombia. So, what is a PCR test? For those of you that didn't have TV or the internet for the past 6 months, the PCR test is, as y'all can see in this picture right here, it's basically a test sample is swabbed from the back of the nose and processed to isolate genetic material. So they put a big ass Q-tip way up your nose and then they get the test to see if you're positive or negative. I'm not trying to do that. So it's great news. You know, the eliminated measure stipulated that travelers who wanted to enter the country had to present a negative PCR test that had been carried out up to 96 hours in advance upon arrival. That was before. Now, Fernandez explained that all passengers entering Colombia will be monitored and that airlines must inform travelers that when they arrive in Colombia, they will be subject to a follow-up by the Ministry of Health or through the National Tracking Contact Center. The mayor of Bogota, I call her Party Pooper, Claudia Lopez, called the decision a mistake and an unnecessary risk. If you guys remember, for those that saw my previous videos, I think it was 2 videos back, out of all the cities that were not open, it was Bogota, and she's the one that basically advocates for a shutdown. So if you're trying to party and have a good time, I don't recommend Bogota. Okay, so moving on. Let's take it to the city of Santa Marta. Santa Marta is preparing the reopening of 60 authorized bars in Santa Marta. In Santa Marta, the authorities finalized details to authorize the reopening of bars, stables, and nightclubs after almost 7 months of being closed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. That's, since March, they've been shut down. So that's going to be a good little boost for the economy. Santa Marta is to me, Cartagena's little brother. I like that city a lot. It's different from Cartagena. Cartagena is busier, but Santa Marta offers more when it comes to nature, la naturaleza. They offer more when it comes to hiking and mountains and beautiful, beautiful scenery. The Secretary of Economic Development, Isis Navarro, reported that they're trying to reopen the commercial activity on Friday, November 13, 2020. So that's coming up. Isis is she's kind of cute. Initially, 60 bars and stables will be authorized throughout the city. We will give priority to tourist areas and to those that have already presented the protocol with which they will operate in the midst of the pandemic, said Isis Navarro. So this ties into my last video I did, an update on Colombia. They did the same thing in Cali, and they're doing the same thing in Santa Marta now. So if you're in the coast, this is a good place to go. It's open back up. So are you in Colombia already? Feel free to let me know in the comments. Let me know what city you're in and, how's the vibe in general. Also, let me know if you're not in Colombia and you're planning to go because of this development, which is no more PCR test. I know I am. I'm excited. Now, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, as I will be keeping you updated on Colombia and other countries in Latin America. Thanks for the support. We just hit 100 subscribers. Thanks to you guys. Adios.